Elias, heading over to you for Barb's question. We're trying to figure out when to start Social Security so it fits with our withdrawal plan. How do we know if waiting a few years really pays off? And I'm going to interrupt this with the question. If you decide you're going to take a Social Security pay structure, it's one and done. You can't undo that once it's done. Is that correct?
Practically, yes, that is correct.
Okay.
What you can within the first 12 months,
okay.
And I believe there's some sort of repayment. I think you got to pay it all back.
Okay.
So is it possible to undo it within the first 12 months? Yes. Is it practical? No.
Okay. Thank you.
So
10-4.
Answer to the sidebar question. So I have 4 factors to consider. 1, health and longevity.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect way to do this is go to the pawn shop and buy a crystal ball.
He's got a magic 8 ball in his trunk.
That's right.
Okay, borrow Jonas's magic 8 ball. So health and longevity, you can make some sort of educated guess around this based on family health history.
Mm-hmm.
Cash flow needs. Can your portfolio or other income sources cover your expenses? So where does this Social Security income fit in your cash flow needs? The psychology of claiming Social Security and taking it, regardless of maximizing the income strategy, some people just flat out prefer to turn their Social Security on and start spending that money, regardless of what's the optimal way to do it from how am I going to get the most?
Right.
They like having that guaranteed check coming in. And the last reason, which ties in with the psychology, is the solvency concerns with Social Security.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think in our firm, at Premier Investments, our broad belief is that there won't be changes for current retirees. I think we would all agree and tell you for younger people that could be under 50, could be under 40, not really sure, but there most likely will be changes in either benefit cuts or making you wait longer for full retirement age. Another good question you could ask yourself, does an 8% return sound good? So I think if you like the idea of your check from full retirement age to age 70 going up 8% per year, you can start to make the argument that that might be a good strategy for you. And then what is the break-even age on that decision? It's typically going to land between 82 and 84 years old. And so what I mean by that, if you were to wait until age 70 and get your maximum benefit, it'll take about 12 years for that decision to break even, and then every check you get is more than you would have received with any other strategy. So delaying Social Security, it can provide a boost to your retirement income. Not the easiest decision to make, though, because of the 4 factors I mentioned.
Yeah.
What is your health and longevity? What are your cash flow needs? How do you feel about this decision? And do you have any concerns about the program being there for your entire lifetime? Mm-hmm. Here's the good news. We do have a Social Security timing analysis tool that we use within our broader planning program that we use for clients. So we can lay this out. We can do side-by-side scenarios, and then we can just talk through the 4 factors of it. And then how do you feel about this? And then people can tend to make a decision that they feel confident in. And to, as you asked, can you undo it? We have 12 months to undo it, but hopefully the decision you make is not one 9 months down the road you want to undo.
Right.
We want to make a decision, and now that's the path we're on.
Okay, makes sense. And it's nice that it's part of that plan, that overall plan, that Social Security timing analysis. I mean, it's part of what you get when you come to Premier Investments and Wealth Management. Sit down. They will put the financial plan together based on your needs, based on where you are, where you want to be. What are the tools that you have? What's the ability that you have? What are your desires? Figure out wants, needs, your level of risk that you're willing to take on. And really what it comes down to is it's an individual plan for you. PremierIWM.com is the website for Premier Investments and Wealth Management, or call 800-383-6590.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC. The opinions voiced in this show are for general information purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial or tax advisor prior to investing. Premier Investments in Wealth Management and LPL Financial do not provide specific individualized tax or legal advice. We suggest that you discuss your specific situation with a qualified tax or legal advisor. Economic forecasts set forth may not develop as predicted, and there can be no guarantee that strategies promoted will be successful. All performance referenced is historical and is not a guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and cannot be invested into directly. There is no assurance that the techniques and strategies discussed are suitable for all investors or will yield positive outcomes. The purchase of certain securities may be required to affect some of the strategies. Investing involves risks, including possible loss of principal. There is no guarantee that a diversified portfolio will enhance overall returns or outperform a non-diversified portfolio. Diversification does not protect against market risk. Forbes' Best in State Wealth Management Teams ranking was developed by Shook Research and is based on in-person, virtual, and telephone due diligence meetings and a ranking algorithm that includes a measure of each team's best practices, client retention, industry experience, review of compliance records, firm nominations, and quantitative criteria, including assets under management and revenue generated for their firm. Investment performance is not a criterion because client objectives and risk tolerances vary, and advisors rarely have audited performance reports. Shook's research and rankings provide opinions intended to help investors choose the right financial advisor and team, and are not indicative of future performance or representative of any one client's experience. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Neither Forbes nor Shook Research receive compensation in exchange for placement on the ranking. For more information, please see www.shookresearch.com. Shook is a registered trademark of Shook Research.